Hello YouTubers, my name is Jack. This is my first video. I just wanted to start to make. The main thing is these videos will be to inspire and to just tell you some things that I'm going through. Be a little bit more therapeutic for me, just to be able to talk and express myself correctly. Because of the process and change I've been into. Covered a lot of different topics. Spirituality, what I think, how I've been feeling, what's just been going on in the week. I plan to make one once a week. Right now, it's a Monday. I'm making it after my class in this study room. Hopefully nobody walks in on me. The library right now is kind of late, but this is my first one, and go ahead and get it started. So, first things first, my name is Jackie Brothers. I am currently inspiring, successful entrepreneur. I got my degree, started trying to get in the work field, just getting where I fit in, to use the money to do what I really want to do, what I'm really passionate about. That wasn't the case. It didn't work out. I had a plan, but not a vision at the time. Plan was to go to law school right out the gate. I didn't prep myself. I think like us, just like any other test, this and that. Taught some people be able to get in this and that, and find a way once I'm in the school, I can make something work. That definitely wasn't the case. So fast forward, started working more. Didn't want to go to my master's before I got to my law degree or law program. Thinking it was a waste of time, things like that. So I was teaching for a while, which was fun because I love kids. I always work with kids. And you can really see something special in a kid that's troubled or not. That's one thing about me. I'm always able to see the good in people, especially with kids. So that was a stage I was going through, but found out quickly the system that our kids are in the public school isn't suited best for me to thrive, to help them as well as to grow within myself and what I'm doing. So I wasn't able to. I didn't continue doing that. Started doing other things, other jobs. One thing about me, I had a break in my school system. After playing ball for a little bit, then transferring schools. So I did almost any job you could think of in the book. But by this time, I already graduated, stopped teaching, working at this call center. I was like, well, I can move real quick, blah, blah. It wasn't that hard. And then I just started thinking, I'm like, you went to school and you working at the call center. And mind you, this time it wasn't anything that was a life changing. I still didn't, have the apartment I wanted to have. I wasn't getting a new car. And mind you, I could have. The way I feel and think about certain things is totally different than a lot of people my age. So I wasn't willing just to put myself in a tough situation with that. So I stopped working there, got another job, like late nights QT, started doing my master's, kind of fast forward. But my relationship and a lot of things inside of me, I was really battling with inside myself. Just where I was going, what I was doing, something wasn't feeling right. Got tired, started to grow a little bit more mentally and started maturing a little bit. Finding myself really starting to grow a relationship with God, which indirectly made me look at myself first. Shout out to Brother James and a very close friend and another mentor of mine. Who I don't know if I call him mentor, but he was something as a coach and a friend to where I've definitely built and used him. A lot of other people just like buffet lines. So I take what I need, what I want, and learn from him was Rod Warner, and he had this big thing to where we'll talk about this another day. But long story short, he changed his life around. Gave it to God and started realizing doing certain things. And to make it real short, it's kind of the same path I was already on. I just didn't tell anybody until he told us what he was doing, which was shocking because um, me knowing who he is and what he was doing and how he was living, which wasn't a totally bad thing, but he had things he could have corrected just like all of us corrected, which he did. But pretty much the end result was him finding his true self and what he was um, called to do and his vision and his purpose in life. I ended up following the same road a little bit later on, doing the same thing, and I went on a fast for 25 days. The last week or whatever, did it with just water and tea for like 5 days. And I'll talk more about that another day. But that's something I was able to do. And within that time frame, I had a vision and awakening like of myself and was able to um, come to terms with what I really wanted. Like my plan was to go to school, go to law school, to go to corporate America. At first, I wanted to be a defense attorney, sit in the court, and saw how bad the system was, especially for people of color. And I'm like, I don't want to go to work with that every day on my mind, on my heart, because even when you win, you can lose when it comes to being in the court system. So I was like, I'll just do corporate law. My thinking was at the time, it's enough real crooks in the business world. I can swim and, go around with them, make good money, and just help sign contracts, be a contract attorney, and dabble in the entertainment business as well. Because I knew certain people doing certain things, being based out here in Dallas, from Dallas, Texas. Dallas area is a big hub for entertainment and business, growing in one of the top cities within the country, the U.S. So I was doing all that just to, at the end, just work for myself. And I decided, why do I need? I don't have to wait on something to start what I want to do. Like, and that's I guess the mindset I was having for um, I guess not that the world put on me, but you have to have certain things to do other things when that's really not the case. Like God puts everything you need inside of you already. Like people say you don't need money. You don't have to have money. You have a brain to figure out how you can get money to do whatever you need to do. So it's like everybody's always missing that step or don't start because they're like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. But what do you have and roll off of that? Like let the snowball effect happen for what you have. So me finding that myself, starting to read more books, get deeply rooted into the Word, and just letting my foundation, myself, like shine and show. And I even quit my job, like quit the job I had at QT. I felt like it wasn't paying enough. I didn't go to school just to be working there, and it was like by myself, and I, found out. I don't know if it was correct information, but I asked for them to put an extra person there because it was me running the biggest side store they had in a certain area. And the area wasn't the problem they had the store. It was the lack of support that the company didn't give me that I felt like that was needed, and the misdirection with the training and all sorts of different stuff. Anyway, so I quit that job in October 7. Yeah, October 6th, my last day. Saturday night, got off Sunday morning. I was through. I told them before, whatever. Like the people that was working there was great. My manager, she was excellent. Like I didn't have a problem with the people. It was more of what I want to do for myself, and I didn't see them helping me. So my thing was, if you weren't being positive or help me grow, that was my main thing. What I'm on and where I'm at. To where if I'm not growing, or if I can't help somebody else grow, it's no need for it because you'll get caught in this same rat race everybody else is doing, and it just becomes a cycle that I don't want to have. Talk about that later about the cycles and things I've seen that I want to change myself, for my family, my family to be, things like that. That's another part of the change. So I did that. I quit, and I have my whys, I have my reasons, I have my motivation, which is something that's just greater than me for myself. But me also understanding the importance of me and just the respect that I have to have for myself. If I want to have the demeanor in my lifestyle, the way God intends it, to be abundant, pleasurable, and joyful, and spirit filled, and to be able to walk with Him and just be a blessing to other people, um, you have to stop depending on everyone else, on other things. You really have to take that look in the mirror and say, what can I do better? I can do this better to help this. I can do this better to help this. And then everything really ties into one. So that's just where I'm at. So, which led me to start this YouTube channel. So hopefully it can inspire somebody else. I can go with me on this journey, um, and see, where I go from now. It's going to be a long process, but it's new, and I'm going to keep doing this once a week for a year. Uh, See how far I go. I'm gonna keep doing it, period. But consistently for a year, see how it goes. I'm doing the no social media. I took that off my phone, and I want to see how far I can get, to push myself to put myself in a position that isn't likely for a person like me, coming up with the lack of tools and resources to get ahead as quickly as somebody else. So that's it. I'll talk to y'all guys and have more content next time, next week. And, not if, but when anybody listens and you would like to leave a comment below, any criticism, I will try to use to the best of my benefit, to hopefully, do better. So, growth and development. Um, so, here it is. I'm putting it out here. And see you next week. Stay blessed.